Welcome back to the Global Titan, your go to place for mastering business and building entrepreneurial empires. Today, we're talking about something every entrepreneur must master: personal branding. Because in today's world, people buy into people before they buy into products. And that's true, in the history as well. Your personal image, your personal perception is what decides basically whether someone's going to work with you or deal with you or, do business with you. And that's a true in generally speaking, whether people buy your products as well. So, personal branding is the crux of what you need to do as a business person. Develop that and leverage that, and that is a very important aspect if you want to become a successful entrepreneur. So, first, we need to understand what is personal branding. Personal branding is the intentional effort to shape how the world sees you. It's your reputation, your message, your vibe, right? Think of Elon Musk or Oprah Winfrey or Gary Vaynerchuk. Their personal brands are so strong that they are business. They are the business, basically. So, how do I break that down? You break it down with a very simple understanding, right? When we talk about Elon Musk, most people might not know about Starlink or, SpaceX or people know about Tesla, but you don't know about one of some of his niche companies like Neuralink, SpaceX, so on and so forth, or the Boring Company, right? And even before Tesla was successful and well known by people, Elon Musk was known well before, and the reason was that his personal brand was his business. People knew about his businesses through him. Even now, people associate the success of his business through him, and that's why personal branding is important. Oprah Winfrey, her entire show, her entire company is just based on her personal branding. There is nothing that she sells other than her personal branding or perception. And when we talk Gary Vaynerchuk, that's true for him as well. So, but the truth here that you need to understand is you don't need to be famous to have a personal branding. Well, most people presume like Elon Musk, Gary Vaynerchuk, or Oprah Winfrey are famous people. Yeah, but the point you need to remember is they weren't always famous. And even if let's put Elon Musk and Oprah Winfrey to the side, Gary Vaynerchuk became famous because he worked and built his personal brand. That's why he's famous. Otherwise, he wouldn't be famous. And that's something that you can do yourself right now, right where you are today as well. You just need to be strategic on how you develop it, how you design your personal branding or perception, and push forward on that. So let's move on to why it matters so much, right? It matters because there are three important aspects to your personal branding that influence how you why it matters and why it helps you in your business, right? So, number one, you need to remember people trust people, not faceless companies. Small businesses, local businesses sometimes outperform multinational chains. Why? Because people know the person behind the counter. They know who owns it, who runs it. They know him, they trust him. And they rather deal with him than a faceless multinational corporation in their locality. Because trust is built between people, not companies. Not unknown structures, not unknown devices. It's people to people trust has always been the cornerstone of human civilization and society. So people trust people. So you need to build trust with other people so they can trust you as an individual, right? Not your company, not anything. You as an individual. As long as they trust you, that is a very powerful thing to have in your arsenal as an entrepreneur. Number two, you need to understand differentiation. In a saturated market, your story is unique. You must have a unique edge, rather, right? So there are a lot of people on the internet today. Like there's so much noise. There's so much noise on the internet. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, so on and so forth. A lot of people know these people. A lot of people might not know these people. There's so much noise. How do you define yourself? How do you come out of that noise so the people can look into you? That's where you build your own story with a unique edge. How you present yourself towards the public. What's your perception that you need to create regarding yourself to the public? That's an important aspect that you need to build upon, learn, and push forward on. So differentiation comes in how you present yourself to the wider public. So that's an important aspect to it as well. And number three, opportunity. Stronger you grow your brand, the more doors it would open for you, from media partnerships to other partnerships, right? As well as funding. Because you need to remember, business has a lot to do with personal connections and networking. if you're a successful businessman, you must have a great network. How do I frame this? Not all people who have great networks are business people, but all people who are businessmen have great networks. That is an important aspect to delineate and understand. Remember, 82% of the people are more likely to trust a company whose leadership has a strong personal brand. That's a very important figure to remember. 82% of people trust companies whose CEOs or C-suite level people or people who lead those companies have a personal brand that people trust, due to differentiation, and that would open opportunities for them. So this is a very, very important aspect for you to understand. In short, your personal brand is your leverage. It's how you scale credibility before you scale your business. So now that we understand why it matters, we need to look into how you can build your personal brand, right? That's an important aspect next. Now you understand what it is and why it is important for you as a business person. So how do you go about doing that, right? There are 5 pillars of personal branding that you need to remember. Again, we won't be going into too much detail here. It's a video to give you an idea of what you might need to do, but this is what you need to do. Let's break it down. There are 5 pillars of making a powerful personal brand. Number 1, you need to have clarity on exactly what you need to be. You need to know exactly who you are, what you stand for, what's your mission, what's your niche. Confusion kills a brand. You can't be a programmer and you could say a social scientist or economist at the same time. You don't need to create confusion. Focus on your specific niche and expertise, and that is your brand. Your mission, your niche, who you are, and what you stand for all needs to be focused on one point, and they must be interlinking and converging onto a single agenda or mission that you might have. Always remember that. Number 2, clarity. Not clarity. Number 2 is content. So you need to document, don't just create. Don't just randomly create stuff. Document. Show the journey, your lessons, wins, failures. Consistently builds authority. Nobody likes a perfect person because nobody is perfect. And people associate more with people who went through a difficult journey, right? Learned lessons. Won sometimes, lost some other times. And consistently putting that story outside, consistent content outside gets attention and gets trust and authority. That's essential for you to be successful when you're building your personal brand. Number 3 is credibility. Show proof, testimonials, case studies, achievements. Let your results speak before you do. In the current day and age, there's a lot of noise, as I mentioned earlier. And how do you get outside of that noise? How do you have people start engaging you? Because credibility is not just built through testimonials and case studies, right? Or achievements. That just helps people get their foot into your door, right? After that, you need to show proof. You need to consistently build that credibility before your potential customers. You let your results speak for yourself. Plus, you need to give them an opportunity to see how you operate, how you make them succeed, because that is ultimately how you build credibility. Not why you are successful, but how you can make them successful and how they can test that your abilities to making them successful out first before they put in any financial commitment. Let's move on to number 4, consistency. Across all platforms, your voice, visuals, and message should be aligned and will pretty much be the same. Whether it's LinkedIn or YouTube, your brand should feel like you. It should be the same perception, the same personal branding that you're putting out everywhere, because that makes sure that people do not start doubting you. The moment there's inconsistency, people would think of it like a scam, because there's so many scams out there. The moment you have inconsistency, that puts up red flags in a lot of people. And number 5, community. Build a community to engage, reply, and build relationships. A strong personal brand is more conversation than a broadcast. Engage with more people, talk to more people. Build a community around yourself who are people that you teach, who learn from you, and they engage you and teach you sometimes as well. So these are 5 important pillars of how you can build your personal brand. And before we wrap up, let me give you a few pro tips. Be polarizing. If you stand for everyone, you stand for no one. Remember, every famous or person or every person who is known has a personal brand. I'm not talking about movie stars. I'm talking about people on the TV, political commenters or other people, right? They're polarizing. Or social media stars, they're polarizing as well. The reason for it is very, very simple. If people don't hate you, people don't like you. And if everyone likes you, no one stands for you. So always remember, be polarizing, have a group of people that stand for you, and you'll know that happens when you'll have a group of people that stand against you. It's just how branding works. Always remember that. Number 2, share your backstory. Your why connects more than your what, right? So tell people about yourself, right? And that's very essential to a part of your personal branding, so they can relate more with you, and that's a very important aspect to it. Number 3, stay authentic. Branding is not about being perfect. It's about being real and authentic to what people can relate to. A perfect person is something that no person would relate to or want to listen to, because perfection is not something that most people have. And if you're perfect, people can't learn anything from you. They rather learn from a person who failed just like them and found understanding and grew, because that person can teach them because they're failing at that moment. Remember, your brand is your business card to the world. Start today, even if it's imperfect. The most valuable brand you can build is you. If this helped you, smash the like button, subscribe to the Global Titan, and comment below. What's one thing you want your personal brand to be known for? Let me know in the comments below, and let's engage and discuss and grow together. See you and with that, I'm going to wrap this video up and see you in our next video. Titan.